All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua HaRachakodash, the boneless to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you hope to be. That's brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame at looking like heathens, who spill bear witness that they're a child of the Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world English calls Jehovah God. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. I'm pretty much just going into, our women, really all women. According to Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, King Solomon, which was one of the wisest men on earth, who was also Yahweh Shai, King Solomon said that in the book of Ecclesiastes that, out of 1,000 men, he found one that was righteous, on the ratio, and then he said that pretty much when it come down to the woman, he had found none righteous, and the only time our women going to actually be righteous and stuff is going to be in the kingdom, and it doesn't specify if it's an Israelite and stuff. It just says the woman, period, so that means heathen women as well, so I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get straight to it. This is Rocco Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, chapter 25, verse 13. It says, "Give me any plague," and what's a plague? A disease, a disruption. Some type of affliction. But the plague of the heart. And what's the main plague and stuff of the heart? Not being able to receive this truth. It could be a mental disease and whatnot and stuff. Part of the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and 28, it says that the Lord shall smite thee with madness, astonishment, and blindness of the heart. Roughly paraphrasing if the order ain't correct. And that's what he had done. A lot of our people out here, they don't have to have a little. They don't have to have schizophrenia or psychosis or any severe mental, be a sociopath and stuff, a psychopath. They don't have to have no major illness with their brain and stuff, Alzheimer's, multiple cirrhosis, they don't have to necessarily have an aneurysm or a brain tumor or brain cancer or anything. You don't have to necessarily be that, but that is a plague of the heart, but what's the ultimate plague of the heart? Not being able to receive this truth. Not being able to accept the bitter and the sweet. It says, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. Verse 14, it says, and any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. And who is our main enemy and stuff? It's the woman, man. Yeah, ultimately, yes, it is Esau, Edom, and the heathens. But guess what? Our women are against us. It says in Psalms 82 and 5, it says that the earth is out of course. And it is. Because the Lord already created the order. Where the man was created first and the woman was created second. The women are supposed to be an aid onto us, and it tells you that in Genesis 2 and 18. But the thing is that our women are the complete opposite. They're far away from being nurturing and whatnot, because guess what they want to do? They want to be like us, and it is there's a jealousy that women have when it comes down to men, because notice when it comes down to any movement and whatnot and stuff, they never fight to have more power than a man. They always fight to have the same equal rights as men and stuff. So it shows, it's an indication that they actually are jealous of the man. So verse 14 again, it says, in any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me. Women hate men. There's a video where a guy was going into the stupid questions and answers and stuff. Q and R. Q and A, Q and R, but Q and A of what feminists say, and they say some real dumbass shit. And that don't have to necessarily be all women, because you do have certain women and stuff who's intellect and stuff, where they have some type of reasoning skills and stuff, where they can understand their own faults and stuff without being conflicted within themselves, you know. But at the same time, majority of our women and stuff, they not like that. They not like that, and they hate men, you know. You know, and there's a video of Who Men TV and stuff. You know, it was two videos where pretty much uh, you know, girl was pretty much going to. I put in the description box, but you know, pretty much was a girl and stuff. She was with this guy and stuff. You know, one was like, well, I guess a couple of years. You know what I'm saying, or however long it was and stuff. You know what I'm saying, and she dissed him because another guy with a brand new car. You know what I'm saying, or upgraded a second level Lamborghini came and stuff. You know what I'm saying, and she was declaiming her man that she was with for 6 months for some money. You know, it says Salaki, and it says and any revenge but the revenge of my enemies. It says verse 15. It says there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. It says I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, and just imagine that. You know, lion can, you know, want to be playful and whatnot and stuff. You know, a serpent, you never know when. I mean, a dragon and stuff breathe fire. You know what I'm saying? You know, or Komodo dragon, them things got some sharp talents and stuff, and they can pretty much skedaddle real quick. You know what I'm saying? Catch you off guard. But to keep, it's better than to be with those two creatures than to be with a wicked woman. You know what I'm saying? Because what is a woman always trying to do? She's always trying to trap up a man. She's not trying to build up a nation. Uh, 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 she rather be in order and stuff when it comes down to the heathen nations and whatnot. But but the thing is that she doesn't want to build up her own nation. She actually wants to destroy it. So it shows what an enemy would do. You know what I'm saying? Infiltrator. You know what I'm saying? You know. It says, verse 17. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. And you could tell. You know what I'm saying? You could tell when a woman is wicked. You know what I'm saying? You know, based off her countenance. You know, she's gonna have that dark appearance. You know what I'm saying? You know, she got and you know, you got all types of women and stuff. You know, they put the makeup on and stuff because they real face show how they actually are. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it says like if a woman is on some stuff, you know what I'm saying, her countenance darkened. You know what I'm saying? You know, she got evil aura around her and stuff, and more than likely you can sense it. You know what I'm saying? You know that she's on some shit. You know, so it says. Well, I'm skip to verse 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And it says, I'm going to grab this. It's like it. It's like it. Bear with me. Well, this is Second Maccabees 4:17. It says, "For it is not a light thing to do wickedly against the laws of the Most High." So it's heavy. It's not light at all. Because remember, the Lord said, if you break one law, you break them all. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I understand that we underneath grace, but what do a lot of women lean upon? They lean upon Christianity. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually when women that's into other religions and whatnot, it's more than likely based off the fact that their husband, you know what I'm saying, is dealing with that. He end up teaching her those things and stuff, and she be down with it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, most women and stuff, you know what I'm saying, whether they single or even if they had a man and whatnot, they're you know, raised up in Christianity and they believe in Christianity because Christianity teaches you false doctrine. Christianity, even though it deals with the Bible, is the false doctrine of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You know, it pretty much tells you that you can pretty much do that you could take the laws of the Lord lightly. You know what I'm saying? Or that they don't exist at all. You can pretty much just do whatever you want to. You know, it says, but the time following shall declare these things. And it's like, yeah, it's oh, okay, Salakia. This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter in Apocrypha 19 verse 22. It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. You know what I'm saying? So wickedness ain't nothing to a woman and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that more than likely that's what she's gonna lean upon firstly, you know what I'm saying? Things that's contrary to scriptures, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge of wickedness and stuff, you know, she's gonna lean upon the part of the tree of life, part of the tree of good and evil, she's gonna lean upon the evil. You know what I'm saying? Because it's little to her and stuff. She's not gonna look at it as just like, oh, you know what? Even the most smallest thing and stuff, she won't look at it like it could mess her up. You know what I'm saying? Or that it's actually her afflicting her own soul. You know what I'm saying? But not in a good sense, but in a bad sense. You know what I'm saying? Bringing destruction to herself. You know. So I'm go back to I'm gonna go back to Sirach 25. And 19 again, you know. So we already understand according to First Maccabees 4, Second Maccabees 4 and 17 that to pretty much transgress the laws is not a light thing. You know what I'm saying? And then in Sirach 19 and 22 that the knowledge of wickedness and stuff is not wisdom. And then Salakia, you know what? This is wisdom of Solomon, because there are certain women that the Lord, there's going to be elect women. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be elect women. And the thing is that uh, there some women and stuff, like younger women and stuff, are going to be part of that Isaiah 4:1 and stuff, with some of their uh, 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 where they get saved through sex through the elect man. You know what I'm saying? That the man chooses. You know what I'm saying? It's not if the woman chooses, if the man chooses. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you're gonna have certain women and stuff who's more than likely in a range, but they're not able to remarry again, like past 60 and stuff, and they only dealt with one man. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not of marriageable age again and stuff. What are they gonna do? They're gonna sit up here and still be saved, but they're gonna be like a widow. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in widowhood. You know, until the Lord comes back. You know what I'm saying? But then when the Lord comes back, guess what? Those women are gonna be set up with certain men that the Lord does of His choosing. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. You could be an older woman, and a younger man probably claimed you. You know what I'm saying? Or older man that claims you and stuff. And if he be part of the 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men, he's the 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, and the rest of the one-third, which consists of men, women, and children who are Israelites who believe no matter how they look. You know what I'm saying? If a certain man and stuff, whether he be of the government body or the rest of the one-third, if he claims you and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and he's ordained to be part of the elect, guess what's going to happen? You're going to more than likely be with him. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no woman that's going to trip. You know what I'm saying? Because all the elect will be wealthy in the kingdom. But going back to the wickedness, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is not dealing with wickedness according to the Sirach 19:22. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. And I ain't gonna read the whole thing. verse 24, it says, "For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth it going through all things by reason of her pureness." It says, "For she is the breath of the power of the Most High." It says, "And a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty." It says, "Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her." You know what I'm saying? It says, "For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High, and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and all ages entering into holy souls. She maketh the friends of the Most High and prophets. For the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom." And if wickedness is just secondary, or easy thing for the woman to do, she's not gonna do wisdom. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do wickedness and think that is wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And most of our women and stuff, what do? They try to find some type of way and stuff to come against the man. So I'm gonna read again. This Sirach 25:19. It says, "All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman." It says, "Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her." What he don't know don't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Even though the scripture says that a woman can only have one man, you know what I'm saying, she still tries to find some type of way to have multiple men and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where it's on the slide. And the scripture says in the book of Sirach, Sirach, the 23rd chapter and stuff, it says, "The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun." You know what I'm saying? And before that verse above, it goes clearly into the fact that this man only feared the eyes of men, and it's the same way with women. You know, the first thing that they trying to get over is on the man, but at the same time, the Lord is still looking at you. You know, and they don't think that, and they don't lean towards that and stuff. Because Christianity teaches them that the Lord is a joke and not to take him serious. You know, so they lean to wickedness and stuff, right? You know, it says. I'm skip to verse 23. It says, "A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh her heavy countenance and wounded heart." You know what I'm saying? Because she's not being an aid, she's not being a help. You know what I'm saying? She's doing things that's unnurturing and stuff, bringing down her own nation, bringing down her man. She will deplenish the strength, you know what I'm saying, of the provider instead of build up the strength of the provider. It says, "A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees." So you destroy you destroy your relationship. You know, as in verse 24, it says, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Because remember, Eve was regaled by the serpent. The serpent has the same spirit as Cain and Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? And Amalek, the kites. You know what I'm saying? And she's used, you know what I'm saying, as the number one ally of Esau to take down the nation of Israel. And I'm talking about you Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indian women, man. You know what I'm saying? All 12 tribes. You know, even if you look like a so-called confusion of face, where your outward appearance is that of a heathen, but your spirit bear witness that you're a Hebrew Israelite. The thing is that, hey, you still are going to be used, you know what I'm saying, just to take down the nation of Israel, the man, because Esau knows that the weakness of a man and stuff is his woman. You know what I'm saying? Or one of the weaknesses of a man is the woman. You know what I'm saying? And then he uses the woman, just so he can take down the man down, because when it come down to Esau, none of his women is ruling him. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the rich banking families and stuff, the Jewish, the ones that's claiming to be us, the pretenders, none of their women run anything in there. Those women know their place. They know they second in command. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's there's a saying and stuff where if you could to recognize if a nation is strong and stuff is through our women. But look at our women, they wilding. They do anything for a check. They do anything for some money. And it says in Matthew 6:24, it says that you cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. Our women would serve Mammon before they serve the Most High, and Mammon going into money. Women don't mind destroying another life just so she can get a check or a little extra bucks. You know what I'm saying? Women don't mind bringing in another life into the world and stuff. If part of that life coming in has something to do with them being able to get money. You know, uh, so you know where these women's mind is at. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be just your girlfriend, or your wife. You know what I'm saying? It could be your mother, it could be your auntie, it could be your niece, it could be your daughter. You know what I'm saying? If they find some type of way and stuff to get over on you and stuff, they're gonna take that. You know, they're gonna take that, and it's gonna cause them to be destroyed because they're not playing their role, right? So it says, verse 25, it says, give the water no passage, wicked woman liberty to get abroad. You know what I'm saying? Because what she gonna do? She gonna tell your business and think everything be all cool. You know, what's one of the main things and stuff that ruins the relationships? You know what I'm saying? If you really put it down to her in the bedroom and whatnot, she go tell her friends, and then now her friends, you know what I'm saying? They more than likely like her, want to check out your man and whatnot, and probably got a man already and stuff, but based off the story and how she explained it in detail, now they curious and stuff, and then you end up smashing, saying, because a man can have more than one wife, but you end up smashing or end up dealing with this girl and whatnot and stuff, and then next she like, why you do this and why you do that, but it's like, how do they even know, or why would they even approach me like that and stuff when it wasn't like that before? It'd be really her fault. You know what I'm saying? You brought enticement to your husband, you know what I'm saying? But your enticement was not of the wives or the girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? The enticement came of your friend because of your big mouth, a fat mouth, you know what I'm saying? You know, and a woman, she don't care about sharing people's secrets, you know what I'm saying? And then be the hypocrite if any of these things that women do, you know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, any of these things that women do and stuff, what they'll do, if a man does it and stuff, she's gonna call it cowardly. She's gonna defame it. She's gonna say how wrong it is and stuff, but it ain't wrong for them to do that. It ain't wrong when it come down to them doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's being a hypocrite. You know what the Lord said when it come down to hypocrites? He said He don't like them. You know what I'm saying? He despises them. It says, verse 26. It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, it says, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her not go. And when it, Salakia, and let her go, Salakia, you know. So you can read that in Deuteronomy, the 24th chapter and stuff. It goes into the divorcement. You know what I'm saying? If you divorce a woman and stuff, and just in case, women is like, oh, if I don't sign this or if I don't receive that paper and whatnot and stuff. Well, according to the scriptures, when it come down to divorcement, you have no say so. The only one who has the ability of divorcement is the man. Now, if y'all like on a break and whatnot, that's one thing and stuff. Or say y'all, it's not no break where you get to go mess with other guys and whatnot. Y'all still together, you know what I'm saying? But it's like he putting you on a punishment some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But y'all still together where the marriage is still there. You know what I'm saying? Where you still bound to that man. But if once he gives you the bill of divorcement and stuff, or he's cutting you off, hey, guess what? Uh, 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 if you go deal with another man, because that would be one way you'd be free without the man dying, you know what I'm saying? That would be one way where you'd be free to marry another. And if you marry another and stuff, you can't, that man can't get back with you. You know what I'm saying? According to the scriptures, you know, that man cannot come back to you. He cannot get back with you at all. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back to him, and if you mess with another man and stuff, hey, guess what? Your bargaining chips are over with, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're another seed that's been another seed had defiled that land, man. You know, you know. So hey, you can cut her off if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But remember, once you cut her off and you give her the bill of divorce, you know what I'm saying? Even if she run from it, if you not trying to deal with this woman and whatnot and stuff, hey, guess what? As soon as you cut her off, you can't deal with her. With you guys out there and stuff. You know, they show it in the movies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How a couple would get into an argument and whatnot, and the girl would go running off to some other dude and stuff, and then next thing you know, the first dude she was with and stuff, he come up some type of way. That's when they want to come back and whatnot and stuff. But nah, that's over with. After he determined that he no longer want to deal with you, that's over with. You know, you know. So this is Mark chapter 3, starting at verse 21. It says, and what's the other thing that Esau do? Esau uses, I'll just read it. So this is Mark chapter 3, verse 21. Now you can read further up. You know what I'm saying? It says, and when his friends heard of it, they went out to lay hold on him, meaning Yahushua. They said, he is beside himself. It says, verse 22, it says, and the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, he have a Beelzebub. And what's a Beelzebub? A demon, because he, remember, he was saying that he was the son of God, you know what I'm saying, and you had the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees and lawyers and stuff. Guess what? They was tripping about that. They was trying to find some way to come using the word, you know what I'm saying, just to have them slip up. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted them dead, because while he was giving glory to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, the Heavenly Father Yahweh was giving glory unto him and taking the glory away from the wicked Pharisees, Sadducees, and lawyers. And they wanted to smite him, It says, and by the prince of the devils cast he out devils. It says, and he called them, because he was, what do demons do? Demons give you some type of affliction and stuff, whatever you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's more than likely a demon. If you got a plague or some type of disorder and stuff, or some type of function that's irritating and stuff, and yet it's lingering around, that's a demon doing those things, man. And it says, verse 23, it says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, they called him a devil. So if they called him a devil, you know what I'm saying, why would a devil want to cast out something that's like him? Or cast out anything that's doing the same occupation as he is. You know what I'm saying? Who would do that? Because devil, the top angel, left-handed side angel, Satan and stuff would be considered, the spiritual demon. It'd be spiritual devil. You know what I'm saying? And if he has like when it came down to Legion had many devils, many left-handed spirits that was within him and stuff. If when it come down to Legion, if it come down to Legion, he had many devils and demons and stuff within himself. You know what I'm saying, plaguing his body and stuff, and super strength and whatnot. Then that means that there's a level of demons. You know what I'm saying, that's underneath Satan. And it says, so why would Satan cast out another devil, man? Or something of his occupation. Even if it was a lower level, why would he cast it out? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't he more than likely put more affliction upon the person and stuff, or seek another way to put affliction upon the person? So it says, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if the house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. You know what I'm saying? So hey, if the woman and stuff, you know what I'm saying, has to play her role and whatnot as being a woman, or doing her duties of marriage, you know what I'm saying, but she's against that and don't want to do that, and want to go out there and commit adultery, want to eat abominable foods and whatnot and stuff, or do things a matter of wickedness and stuff. Because guess what, our women, when it comes down to if they get afflicted or conflicted, or even if you put them on blast about something that's true, you know what I'm saying, instead of changing that, they get offended. And what's the first thing they do? They look to seek to get you back. They seek to bring chaos. You know what I'm saying? Women deal with emotions, you know what I'm saying, in the flesh. They don't deal with reasoning. You know You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to the balance, what is the balance? Men represent order, you know, you know, and women weren't part of their punishment. You know what I'm saying? Was that they weren't given the ability to lean to reasoning first. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're gonna be of the flesh. You know, because they the weaker vessel. You know, and then what the scripture says in Matthew's 26 and 41, it says that the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Well, when it come down to women being the weaker vessel, you know what I'm saying, they gonna lean towards the flesh much more quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because going back to Sirach 25 and 19, quickeness is but little to a woman. You know, you know. And guess what? Our women are against, you know what I'm saying, the household and stuff. You know, women want to be the top. They want to be the head. They want to be the man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they don't want to have to deal with all the responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? A woman can get done in by some dude and stuff. You know, a woman would sit up here and they'll run into a guy and stuff who would let them know that he's a dog. She would still think that she has the ability to change him. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of just finding something that she's okay with. You know what I'm saying? You know, or is bearable with. She'll chase after the dog and whatnot, and get dogged. And then if they break up and whatnot, she goes get into another relationship with a brand new dude who probably ain't a dog, who's a nice guy, you know what I'm saying, or got a nice personality or whatever and stuff. And then next thing you know, since she couldn't catch the dog or pay back the dog, she's all that the dog had did onto her that she wanted to get back, you know what I'm saying, or get revenge on and stuff, she's taking it out on a new boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You know, who didn't have anything to do with it, but at the same time, that's how women are. You know, reasoning doesn't come first. It's like, well, you know, he don't have nothing to do with it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you'll still do it, you know? And it's not all women. And once again, not all women are like that. Some women and stuff are still considered a weaker vessel and stuff, but you know, there's perks with her and stuff where she'll use reasoning and stuff, or the Lord created her spirit not to be quick to jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? You know, to actually learn the whole matter and stuff. You know, you do have women out there that's like that. You know, so this is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. And it says, behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. It says, verse 45, it says, thou art the mother's daughter. It says that loathe her husband and her children. And that word loathe is the word gaial, is the ga, the I, and the la, gaial, which means to detest, to reject, abhor, fail, vilely cast away. You know what I'm saying? And it also goes into the Hebrew word ma'as, which also means to detest. You know what I'm saying? It says, and thou art the sister of thy sisters, which loathe their husbands. It says, and their children. It says, your mother was a Hittite and your father was an Amorite. So when it comes down to mothers who's usually single and stuff or ran the husband away, you know what I'm saying? You know, because the one thing that women tend to want and stuff in a relationship, I said before, speaking as a man, that they want a son and a husband. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody they can be able to control, but then when things are too hectic for them, they want the man to actually step in and stuff and take care of the heavy duty situations that they can't handle or don't want to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do have the ability to handle it, they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Women want to be in a situation and stuff where it's like they could still be children, where the consequences are light. You know what I'm saying? You know, and with the consequences of light and stuff, and when they don't have to really deal with anything and stuff, and just pretty much get away or get a slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, um, and then they also want men to be therapists. You know what I'm saying? Ideal of a woman who say strong black man or strong Mexican man or strong Native American man and stuff. They ideals and stuff is pretty much somebody who would take their shit. You know what I'm saying? Who would never correct them and just keep doing it. But guess what? Stress, you know what I'm saying, be the number one killer and stuff amongst couples, man. And really just dealing with the man because he can't discipline the woman and stuff, because, hey, the scripture says that once you get a woman, once you get a wife, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself possession. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a possession like a car, it's up to you if you want to clean it, it's up to you if you don't. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures do say cherish your wife, but the thing is that when it comes down to people who, got couple, that's in couples and whatnot, what I'm saying, the long marriages and stuff, the man usually dies first and stuff because of stress that the woman has put upon him. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women and stuff where, I ain't promoting no domestic violence or anything and stuff, but there are women out there and stuff who do mess around and get hit, whether it be accidental and stuff or intentionally, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reasons and stuff. Or there's the fact that there's men that's able to discipline their women. You know what I'm saying? You know, to bring correction so they could stop them from doing something that stop them from doing something and stuff where it won't mess them up later on in the future. And guess what? What do women do? They do the same thing. They have the same mind frame. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to children, what do? They grab the belt. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Like in grammar school and whatnot, every time the conversation came up of people getting their ass whooped, you know what I'm saying, because they did something wrong, everybody would boast who had the worst whooping, you know what I'm saying, or what was the worst tool and stuff that was used against them, you know what I'm saying, just to discipline them, right, if it was the belt, the extension cord, you know what I'm saying, the famous paddle, you know what I'm saying, or it would be a certain type of belt, old school leather belt, you know what I'm saying, extension cord, or someone just, it'd be the regular bench you over and pat you on the buttocks, you know what I'm saying, the old fashioned way and whatnot and stuff, you know, and that's what they would lean towards, you know what I'm saying, but they don't think anything should happen like that to them. But then what do women tend to do? Because Esau had made certain laws and stuff where the man can't discipline a woman, you know what I'm saying, or they look for equality and stuff, except when it come down to a physical fist fight. Uh, um, that's when they actually recognize that they inferior of the man, you know what I'm saying, um, uh, and play victim and all that and stuff, right? Esau had made it, where I mean, because nowadays, you can call the police if a woman hits you. You know what I'm saying? Before it wasn't like that, or before it wasn't even believed that that would be allowed. You know what I'm saying? But a woman would think that as soon as she get mad, she need to discipline her husband. You know what I'm saying? She need to do something to him, afflict him some type of way and whatnot, but it shouldn't be vice versa when it comes down to the woman. And that doesn't make any sense, because the Lord deal with balance. You know what I'm saying? And the scripture says that a woman's supposed to reverence her husband and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It means to be in righteous fear, where it's like, I'm not finna do nothing against this man. And a lot of old school women, like real old school women, you know what I'm saying? You know, they know the importance of they know their place. They understand that they're inferior, and they look at a lot of you young women and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or younger older women and stuff, where it's like you all are messed up in the head, you know, you know, as you weren't raised right, or not even raised right. It's the fact that y'all don't have any respect. You know what I'm saying? And you show that you don't respect yourself because you don't care of the fear of the Lord, man. So hey, it can also be your parents, man. They can sit up here and our women, your mothers or your aunties, or you got cousin and stuff. You know what I'm saying, or even the ones who ain't part of your family, but you call them auntie and cousin and whatnot, and let them be like some type of mother figure or big sister figure and whatnot. They're gonna hate the men. You know what I'm saying? And what are one of the ways that they hate the men and stuff? When it come down to single mothers, they tend to teach their sons not to be a man, but to be a simp onto the woman, to let the woman control the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or for the man to be emotional and stuff because the only example that he's able to see when he's growing up, you know what I'm saying, underneath a single mother is to be emotional or emotionally rash or to take emotional situations and stuff. And Esau knows this. That's why he allowed the woman and stuff. It's like, well, you can have this money. You know what I'm saying? You could do this to the man. You can do that to the man. You can do child support. You could do this. You could if you want to marry him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? If he says yes, you can sit up here and take half his stuff just in case things don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Do an alimony or what's it called? What's it called? A prenup. You know what I'm saying? And he does that and stuff just so the woman would feel like that she's above the man and stuff, just so he can bring out the disorder. You know what I'm saying, that the Lord had created, within the house. So she can. So if a house divided against a house, it won't stand, and he knows this. You know. When it come down to a lot of you women and stuff, it says in Ecclesiastes 7:7, it says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and you all are not wise because you go after carnal things. The Lord said that he had deprived the woman is clamorous, and he deprived her of all wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why you lean upon wickedness so fast. You know what I'm saying? But the man is there, you know what I'm saying, to counteract that. But you all don't want the man there. You know, a lot of women out here be talking about deadbeat dads and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you put the man in a situation where he can't make anything for himself, or probably can't even make any money to actually take care of his kids. And for a good example is the movie Mrs. Doubtfire, man. You know, the woman was so wicked. You know what I'm saying? He over there struggling between jobs and stuff and trying to, see his kids and whatnot and stuff. And she wanted another man to control, to be the father figure and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? When she's over here draining the real father of his children, man. And that's how the Israelite woman is when it comes down to the Israelite men, you know. And when she was trying to bring in the new boyfriend and stuff, you know what I'm saying, the children wasn't trying to deal. When she was trying to bring in a new boyfriend to replace the father and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's how you women are when it come down to Esau. You all won't even try anything when it come down to him. You do this when it comes down to your own nation, man. So, part of the reason of the house divided against itself are you women. And Esau knows that, and he set you all up for that to happen. Because remember, you all are still Israelites too. So with you all being Israelites, Esau would use you to get you to take down your own nation and stuff, and then throw you away when he done with you. And you women don't think about this, but it's understandable. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. And this is a curse. This is Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. You know what I'm saying? And it's a curse that the man is not in the household. Now, you don't necessarily see it so heavy and stuff on the Latinos, you know what I'm saying, but you might see it a little bit on the Native Americans, and then also see it heavily done when it come down to Judah, the so-called Negro tribe, you know what I'm saying, and the so-called Negroes. And the eye being evil towards your brother. That's why you go into the Mexican area and stuff, and they be tripping about you getting with their women and whatnot and stuff, and then and to be honest and stuff, when it comes, I never seen no black person get to tripping about no Mexican trying to deal with the black women and whatnot and stuff. I never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? It probably is some examples that's out there like that, but I never seen that before. The only thing that I recognize and stuff when it comes down to the so-called Negroes, and then when it comes down to so-called Mexicans, is that when it come there was this one dude on a bus, and he was pretty much saying that he hated Mexicans and stuff because the history checked out. We went through slavery, just like them, got enslaved by the same people and whatnot and stuff, but yet Mexicans treat blacks like shit. You know what I'm saying? and you know the Mexicans think that you know black people are a danger or this that and the third and stuff, but then you go into the jails and stuff, it be damn them on them. You just got to differentiate between the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the only difference and stuff, you know. But they act like they shit don't stink, you know. But that's part of the you know the hatred amongst the evil eye towards the brethren and stuff, man. You know, you go into a Mexican area and stuff, they gonna either think that you GD or Blackstone, you know what I'm saying, or BD or something like that. You know, Mexicans come over and stuff. You know, black folks would look at them like so-called black folks would look at them like they the MCs or Cobras. Well, that is MC Mickey Cobras, Latin Kings. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, 2 6s. What's the other one? I think it's called hats, raw size and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to name a few and whatnot, and think that they, you know, on some gang bang stuff or trying to be on something messed up and whatnot. You know. But then how much more the women? You know, a woman still has that evil eye towards her own husband, towards her children. You know what I'm saying? Because if the children look like the father and stuff, and she hate the father, she's gonna be wanting to sit up here and abuse the child. You know what I'm saying? In any type of way. You know, I'm gonna skip to verse 56. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness." It says, "In tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." You know what I'm saying? You know. So hey, there's some evil women out there and stuff, man. You know, very, very evil women. You know, and they don't care. You know, and usually the woman who's more evil, you know what I'm saying, be a woman who knows the truth, you know, because she's gonna try to combat for equality and stuff, even though uh, uh, there's no such thing between equality and stuff between the Israelite man and Israelite woman. Everybody has their roles, you know what I'm saying, you know, and she's gonna always try to combat against that and stuff, and more than likely she's gonna be the one that's gonna try to do this and do that and woo the woo and feel like that she has the right to do so when really everything that she's doing is illegal according to the scriptures, you know. So verse 57, it says, "And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear." You know what I'm saying? You know. So hey, this is also part of the curse. And a woman will be like, well, you know, it's part of the curse. So, you know, what you tripping for and stuff. It's like, but at the same time, the Lord has given us a chance to change that around and stuff. And you never know. You women, you can sit up here and mess over somebody and he be part of your elect. He be part of the elect, you know, cause like in a gold digger video, you know what I'm saying, this guy, he was driving a Gallardo and whatnot, and you know, she called and whatnot and stuff, you know, looking for him and stuff. She was like, cause he had money, and he was oblivious, and pretty much I think he was just giving her the benefit of the doubt. But his friends were saying, "Man, you with a gold digger," you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Let's go get some Chipotle," and she like, "Nah, I like 5 stars. She ain't paying for shit." But it's like, "No, I like 5 star and stuff," and he you know he folded for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, well, okay, let's go back to the house. You know what I'm saying? So you can change some clothes and stuff for a 5 star restaurant, right? And she was like, "Nah, how about we just go to the store so I could buy a brand new outfit?" Like the girl was just there for the man's money. And then human, you know what I'm saying, come up in a Murcielago. I think that's what it was, because he was driving a Gallardo Lamborghini and stuff. But he pulled up in a Murcielago and stuff, and he was asking, you know, questions and whatnot. And he was already set up to prove if it was a gold digger or not. You know what I'm saying? And when she pulled up and whatnot and stuff, she was like, she was claiming that the guy that she was with already and stuff, that she was asking to go to a 5 star restaurant and get her a new outfit and whatnot. She said they was together for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Dated for 6 months, and she wasn't claiming him. She was claiming him before, but when a richer dude came around, next thing you know, she was like, nah, we're, you know, she was doing everything she can and stuff just to escape the one that she was with, you know. And then later on in the video and stuff, I put in the description box. It's two of them. I put in the description box. You have she called him, leave a voicemail and whatnot, and she's going completely in on him and stuff, saying that he, why you tripping and stuff. It's just nothing but a date. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you dating somebody already and stuff. So he already let you know that she was willing to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because Israelite men can't cheat because we can have more than one woman. It's women who will be considered as cheaters because you can't have more than one man. You know what I'm saying? So she was, like, come on, just please pick me up and whatnot and stuff. And then she left another voicemail that was completely against that. She revealed that she had sex with his cousin and stuff last summer, called him a loser, said that, she said that she didn't have a debit card and whatnot, but then she said that she lied about that. So he was just using you for the money and whatnot. And it was clear. It was clear that she was about that and stuff. And then the second video, and I'm gonna try to make it short, because I know I've been talking for a while. The second video and stuff, this guy, once again, they was together for 6 months and stuff, and the girl was pretty decent and stuff, an average looking guy, whatever, no homo. And humans in some alien blue and some alien mask and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with a racer outfit on and stuff. And he asking for directions and stuff, and he asking the woman and whatnot and stuff, and she just blowing his ass off, you know what I'm saying, because he, looks like some goofy ass nigga and stuff who don't got no business. And when he went to he uncovered his car and stuff, and it was a McLaren, and she came over quick, you know what I'm saying, left the man that she was walking with and everything stuff. She came over quick. You know what I'm saying? And she was ready to leave and all that stuff. And next thing you know, human give the man that she just left, the man that she just left and stuff, and he must have been making some decent money and stuff, because that's how women usually deal. But she left the man that she just left and stuff for human because she saw his car. Human gave him some keys to the same car he was driving, and he drove off with it and stuff. And then what did the woman do? She tried to run over and was sitting up here like, oh, what do you mean? Where we about to go? You know what I'm saying? Aren't we finna go to the store? Aren't we finna do this and do that and stuff? That's what she was about. She was trying to kiss up, and she recognized that she fucked up. And a lot of you women out there are like that. You know what I'm saying? Or woman, if a woman leaves a man and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and it's like he mad or this, that, and the third and stuff. A lot of women, man, you all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women have really messed up. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be the fact that it got to be a boyfriend or a man that you was dealing with or being intimate with. You know what I'm saying? It could be the family relationships. A mother can mess over a son. You know what I'm saying? The niece can mess over, her cousin and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then it can also be vice versa and stuff when it come down to the women. But the thing is that more than likely, women are going to be the ones who's going to be like this. Because they lean onto wickedness first, So a lot of you women messed up, A lot of you women will prefer a 2/3 and stuff over the elect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women will do all they can and stuff for a certain guy that they don't approve of. They would want him not to be part of the elect, so they wouldn't have to come to them. But at the same time, you don't have to come to them. It's always other elect men and stuff, but you don't know who's part of the elect, And whatever wickedness and stuff that you do to a man of the Lord and stuff who's doing the best that he can, you know what I'm saying, shit, it's a lock here. Or whatever wickedness and stuff that you're doing to another elect woman and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, guess what? You could get destroyed for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the scriptures talk about how women don't look afar off. Well, the 2/3 of Israel don't look afar off. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't think that any of their deeds and stuff can actually backfire for what they do based off what they feel in that time. So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 9. It says, Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And those who's following Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the best of their ability and stuff within this grace period before his second coming comes. You know what I'm saying? You know, which is well on its way. You know, and just like when it came down to Samson's wife, what did Samson's wife do? She got paid by the Philistines and stuff just to find the weakness of her husband Samson and stuff, just so they can put him to death. You know what I'm saying? And she got paid for it. So hey, don't be surprised, because once again it says in Sirach, the 26th chapter, it says, "Marvel not when she trespass against thee and stuff." If Esau comes, you know what I'm saying, whatever it's your mother or your cousin or your auntie, you know what I'm saying, or your sister or your daughter and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, to use her, you know what I'm saying, to come to, with Ecclesiastes 7:7, it says, "Surely oppression makes a wise man, but the gift destroyed the heart." You know what I'm saying? The gift is going to be that money. You know what I'm saying? So if he comes with money, it's like do this and do that, or act like this and act like that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Esau will take that approach, because guess what? That's what the serpent did when it came down to Eve, you know, just to get to Adam, you know. It says, Matthew 24:9 again, it says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and stuff," you know. And it's like, man, if I give it this, man, if I do this and stuff, or if I have this baby, I can do this and do that, you know what I'm saying, you know, just to put affliction upon you, you know what I'm saying, just to hurt you some type of way and stuff, because this is what enemies do. Enemies don't try to help you. Enemies try to weaken you, or try to or to keep you in a disorderly fashion against your power. And it says, "And shall kill you." Women will set you up to be put to death. You know, they'll set you up. They'll lie. You know what I'm saying? If they got a delinquent family member, brother, or whatnot and stuff, they'll lie through their teeth, because they know they can get away, because they know that their family member is not going to examine the whole matter, like it says in Ecclesiastes 12:13. He's not going to do that and stuff. He's just going to go with whatever he hear, you know what I'm saying, the one-sided story and stuff. And even if it's a complete lie, sit up here and look to do harm. Some of them like it says in 2nd Ezra 5:8, it says that the mistress women shall bring forth monsters. Some of them they be ready to kill, and it be over something small. You know what I'm saying? You know, or it be an argument and whatnot. But the darkness of the conscience of the woman and stuff, she'll lie, and then and say that you hit her when you really didn't. You know, say that you did this, did that, and stuff. You know, look how it is when it come down to the Edomite women and stuff back in the day. You whistle and stuff, they gonna say that you raped her. You know what I'm saying? You know, a woman, women, they be getting all drunk and stuff, or even if they don't get drunk, you know what I'm saying, it's a man that they like and stuff, and they come back, you know, they come back, you know what I'm saying, and then try to sit up here and say that somebody raped them when that didn't even happen, you know. I mean, there's other ways to kill. It don't have to necessarily just to be right away put you to death. You know what I'm saying? It could be a slow situation. Women would love to take your money. They don't care if it get hurt. But guess what? A lot of you women and stuff are going to be seeking mercy according to Isaiah 4:1. So I keep reading. It says, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. You know, so everybody's going to hate us when it comes down to the men of the Lord coming instead, because it says in John 15:18, it says that if they hate you, they hated me first. You know what I'm saying? And you read in John the 8th chapter and stuff, you know, Yahweh Shai was telling the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, it's like, well, guess what? I came to help you pretty much, but yet you sought to kill me. And it says in Galatians 4:16, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Remember, Apostle Paul got stoned. Stephen got put to death. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the people closed their eyes and their ears, you know what I'm saying, and lay hands on him, cast him out of the city and stuff, and stoned him to death, you know, because they didn't want to hear the word, you know. So let you have a woman and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Or for the fact that you touch on the wickedness of women and whatnot, they're gonna seek to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you got that old saying, the truth hurts. You know, Hebrews 4 and 17. I mean, Hebrews 4 and 12. It clearly goes into the fact that this word is gonna hurt people's souls, man. You know, you got that old saying, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's a lie. You know, not the sticks and stones part, but that the words will never hurt you and stuff. That's a lie. So verse 10, it says, and then shall many be offended, you know, and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And it's going to be great betrayal. If you got a girl and stuff, you know, once this Jacob Trouble stuff really starts smacking and whatnot, guess what's going to happen? If she's not living like she used to and stuff, you know, the Section 8, you know, the child support and whatnot and stuff, because this economy is crashing. When she can't live like that no more, you know what I'm saying? If somebody give her a deal and stuff to come against you and you a man of the Lord, they guess what? She's taking that. And unless the Lord blessed her to not have that spirit and stuff, because like when it came down to 7 Maccabees brothers, you know what I'm saying? They mother ain't sell them out. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna rarely find that. Like how it's like how uh like how it's a little hard, like how it's damn near impossible to find a virgin and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, who's 18, 19, 20 years old and stuff, you know what I'm saying, how it's impossible to find a virgin and whatnot. That's the slim chances and stuff when it comes down to women not selling you out for no bread, you know. And it says, so I'm gonna skip to verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what's gonna happen, because the word, though, pretty soon the feminine word is well on its way. You know, you ain't finna be no videos. So all you women out there and all you men out there and stuff that be like, finally, you know, they not speaking the word and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So things won't come to pass and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for all you idiots out there that really believe that, you know what I'm saying, you know, you Jeremiah 4 and 22, you saw this children, you know what I'm saying, uh, 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 when that comes and stuff, guess what, iniquity is going to abound. And why it's going to abound? Because there's no correction given, you know, so wickedness is just going to get worse and worse. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, you know, and then it's great betrayal that's going to happen, you know. And most of the betrayal happens and stuff is because Esau got all this different technology where he could, you know, use your voice and make it sound like you saying this and saying that and stuff, you know, or have it where he's pretty much giving you a bribe and stuff just to sell out amongst your family, you know. So I'm gonna try to hurry it up. This is Job chapter 2, verse 9. And it says, then said his wife unto him, because remember, Job was considered a rich man. He had land, he had servants, he had sheep, he had ox. You know what I'm saying? You know, his family was all good and stuff. He even prayed for his family because out of the abundance of his riches and whatnot and stuff that he had, he figured out, he pretty much perceived that his children had blasphemed the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, and because they believed in the riches instead of the Lord. You know what I'm saying, right? So Job 2 and 9. It says, then his wife then said his wife unto him, does thou still retain thy integrity, meaning your innocence? You know what I'm saying? It says, curse the Most High and die. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, you know, you still believe in the Lord? Because remember, the Lord was boasting about Job that whatever Satan did to him and stuff, he wasn't going to change his mind. He was still going to have faith in the Lord. Because Satan was like, I bet he cursed you to his face. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's pretty much how his wife was. His wife was like, it's like, oh, you still believe in the Lord? Look what the Lord did. He took this and took that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she said, curse the Most High and die and stuff, man. You know, it says, verse 10, it says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. It says, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. You know what I'm saying? So the woman was already ready to be like, she was scoffing Job, and then on top of that, she was like, she was like, you know, where you God now? You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know women would do that. You know, you know, and then shoot, let would have been, because women had a little bit more integrity back then and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays and stuff, let a man lose everything that he has and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A woman is not finna sit up here and try to deal. She's gonna be looking for the next dude. She's gonna drop him like a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of women don't even drop their bad habits, but she's gonna, in that sense, she's gonna drop him like a bad habit and stuff, and move on to the next one, and don't care if they got children or not. You know what I'm saying? There's certain situations where, there's men who have a decent amount of money, but when they hit rock bottom and stuff, the woman would just take the money and would leave the kids with the father, because a lot of you women and stuff that sit up here and say that, he ain't a real man, you know what I'm saying, father or all that stuff, really, what I was gonna say, uh, really, it's a lot of deadbeat mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, okay, here it is. Pretty much, there was a guy within the video and stuff. In a certain video, he was saying how that women will always confront a man and stuff to own up to being in fatherhood and stuff, or always try to run away from it, run away from motherhood and stuff, bringing about abortions. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be, because a lot of you women that's in Black Lives Matter and stuff, you don't think about when it comes down to abortions. You think you should have the freedom to do so, to still abort a baby and whatnot and stuff, when really that property is not even yours. It's really the man's, because it's the man who shot it in you. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, it's still your child and whatnot and stuff, but the thing is that the real ownership, if a woman leaves and stuff, she's supposed to leave without money. You know what I'm saying? Meaning no alimony, no prenup. You know what I'm saying? You not taking half of what a man has and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to keep the children. You know, and I know it ain't like that and stuff, but great abasement is finna come to you women, man. So this is Genesis chapter 19 and 15. Now this is going into the story where Lot was in within Sodom and Gomorrah, one of the 5 cities and stuff. And you had a bunch of homosexuals and these were the Canaanites, the real Africans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And some of them, more likely was Jake in there too. And they was they saw the angels, you know what I'm saying, and they came as men, you know what I'm saying, they came as men, and according to the scriptures and stuff, when you have a visitor and stuff, and there's somebody coming against that visitor or trying to harm that visitor and stuff, you're supposed to protect that visitor and stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's your jurisdiction, that's what you're supposed to do, right, because, you visiting their crib, and Joe pretty much was like, hey, you can have my daughters and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the man was like, and it was fags from young to old. You know what I'm saying? And all those age ranges and stuff, trying to get at these angels. You know what I'm saying? And it was men. The angels were men. That's how you know that the angels and the chariots are men. You know what I'm saying? Black men at that. And and uh, 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 And Job was like, nah, and woo to woo and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He did all that he can, and to the point where the homos, they was getting so frustrated with Job trying to protect the angels and stuff, because they was lustful in they flesh, you know what I'm saying, for some homosexuality activities and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They was like, we gonna grab you. So then the angels had pulled Job in, you know what I'm saying, and shut the door where the men couldn't come in. So this is Genesis 19, verse 15. It says that when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. because those was death angels. You know what I'm saying? They were sent to deliver, to tell Job, what I'm saying, to get out of this land because the Lord was about to destroy it with fire and brimstone. Verse 16, it says, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his two daughters. The Lord Yahweh being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. It says, and it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad, it says that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. It says, and Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord, and it wasn't Yahweh Shai and wasn't the Heavenly Father and stuff, what I'm saying, because that was a sign of reverence and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To call somebody that was over you. You know what I'm saying? It says verse 20. It says verse 19, it says, behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy. It says, which thou hast shewed unto me in saving my life. It says, and I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. It says, behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It says, is it not a little one? It says, and my soul shall live. So it was a small city and stuff, that was outside Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? So verse 21, it says, and he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Verse 22, it says, haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zor. And Zor means little. It's where Tazayar, it's the Taza, the I, and the Ra, Tazayar, and it says a place to the east. Well, it says little. You know what I'm saying? It says a place to the east of Jordan. And Jordan is I think found in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Around there, it says Zor, right? So it says verse 23. It's like it says the sun was risen upon earth when Lot entered into Zor. It says, then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire. It says, from the Lord out of heaven. It says, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. It says, verse 26, but his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And that pillar of salt is still out there to this day. You know what I'm saying? And that's because the angels told Job, you know what I'm saying, and all his family and stuff is like, Lot to not look back, and she did. You know what I'm saying? Because there was something back there still that she wanted and stuff, man. Because remember, Lot was rich too. Abraham and Lot, they were so rich that they had to parted ways. And the only reason why Lot got out that jam, you know what I'm saying, or the part of the reason of how Lot got the jam, because even though it was already ordained, Abraham prayed when Yahweh Shai had visited Abraham and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? And he asked the Lord, several questions and stuff. It's like, can you save at least one man and stuff out of the destruction and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about Lot, his brother. You know. So I'm gonna wrap it off with this. Because great judgment is finna come to you women and stuff because you refuse to play your role. So this Micah chapter 7 verse 9, it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. And that's the reason why we in judgment and stuff. Jeremiah 31 and 22, that that a woman shall compass a man and stuff. That's a judgment. That's not facts. You know what I'm saying? That's not it's not as if the Lord just deciding stuff. You know what? Yeah, I made the woman to be a helper unto the man, but you know what? The men been going off. You know what I'm saying? It's also a judgment on you women as well and stuff, because then you'll afflict men as well. You know what I'm saying? You'll be divided amongst your house. You know what I'm saying? You'll go and come up against your own nation instead of build your own nation and help your own nation. You'll be against it and be down for your enemies. You know what I'm saying? So it says because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause. It says and execute judgment for me. It says he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Verse 10, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's the Lord thy power? You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much women talking shit. Like, where's the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Look, you going through this. You know what I'm saying? You going through that. You know what I'm saying? You still believe in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And a woman would think that you're not part of the elect and stuff because because you going through money struggles and stuff, or you're looking for a job, or it's like everything that you do and stuff. The Lord is allowing her to mess you over and mess you over and mess you over and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She will look at it that you're not blessed. You know what I'm saying? But the ones who truly blessed are the ones who endure all these afflictions and endure it to the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a woman's not going to see that. She's going to see the fact that if you got this tangible thing or that tangible thing, you got a car, you got a big house, you know what I'm saying, your money looking right, and you increasing in your money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to have certain jakes out there and stuff that got a lot of money and stuff, but at the same time, what's that old saying? More money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? So, you're going to have, Jake says, you got it decent and stuff like Job, Lot, and Abraham, you know what I'm saying? King David, Saul, you're going to have Jakes that's like that, who's financially stable or have who's blessed with a financial increase. Uh, and a woman looks at that as being blessed and stuff, and really that is a blessing, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, according to the Lord and stuff, you know what I'm saying, on this side and stuff, it's not the greatest blessing. You know what I'm saying? The greatest blessing is, blessed is he that's not offending me within this word. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? A woman will be blessed if she can understand that you not living in your role, you know what I'm saying, and changes that and start living according to how she's supposed to, according to the scriptures. That would be a blessed woman. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because now she's instead of just thinking a certain type of way and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and she changed that and she put her sights upon the Lord, you know what I'm saying, her deeds are going to change as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a blessing because her deeds and her actions and her thought process, if that is changed onto the Lord, you know what I'm saying, and she knows her place, that she's inferior to the man, then guess what? She has a chance of being saved. You know? So verse 10 again, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? It says, my eyes shall behold her now. It says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the street. And when you go into that word trodden down, it's the word maramas. It's the madaradaman, the sa maramas. It means abasement, the act or the thing. It says tread down, treading down. You know what I'm saying? To be trodden down underfoot. You know what I'm saying? And part of the abasement don't always have to be the fact that women are just being put to death. But remember this. There's more women out on this earth and stuff than it is men. You know what I'm saying? Because, like say for the average, you know what I'm saying, it's probably more than this now, but it's 7 women to 1 man. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we can have multiple women. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that there's a lot of women out there, and there's men too. Of course, there's gonna be men too, but I'm saying that there's women out there. There's a lot of women out there who's part of the 2/3, who's ordained for, whose abasement is to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? But then I had this dream. You know what I'm saying, and I know it's a vision because it's going into the basement of women. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to, according to the Isaiah 4:1, according to Isaiah 13 and 12, I believe, if I'm saying it, if it's wrong. And then also Isaiah 32 and 9 or 32 and 2. You know what I'm saying? You know, that a man shall be more precious than fine gold. And you know how women are about money. So if a man is more precious than gold, you know what I'm saying, then that means that the Lord has changed. That means that the Lord had is going to change, you know what I'm saying, the position, and it's going to go back to where the man, you know what I'm saying, is head, you know what I'm saying, you know, when it's government collapse and whatnot and stuff, you know, women are going to get in order then, you know what I'm saying, you know. Uh, um, so pretty much in the dream, you know what I'm saying, it was two different dreams and stuff where where I pretty much I saw this woman. And the first dream was the fact that, you know, she was in a dress, and it's a dress that I know this woman would never wear. You know what I'm saying? And it was like striped, black and white and whatnot and stuff. And she's walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? And then she picks up a Powerade that was just on the ground and stuff, and it wasn't even full. It looked like it was half drunk. You know what I'm saying? And she just picked it up and started drinking. You know, but within society and stuff, you know, I mean, even though you've been seeing women, you've been seeing Eve being brought low and stuff. The thing is that according to society and stuff, it's set up for the woman to advance and for the man to not advance. You know what I'm saying? For the woman to have advantages, you know what I'm saying, and have the man at a disadvantage. But those things are changing around. The Lord is bringing back the order where the man is going to be at the top. You know what I'm saying? Even if he is in a situation that he homeless, and you see that. You see a lot of men that's homeless and stuff, and they have women, and they women don't be trying to get over them. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then you know the second one, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much it was me and the brothers, and you know we was all good. You know we was buying bottles and whatnot, and we was having a good time and whatnot and stuff. And uh, 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 I see the same woman and stuff. She has a coat on, you know, she has like another dress on and stuff. She has some shoes and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? She had, you know, a hat on and whatnot and stuff. And she had like some, you know, some little boots on and stuff, but her legs was out, you know what I'm saying? And she had a coat on, so it was cold, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's pretty much how the Lord is going to base you women. You know what I'm saying? You know, all this time that you've been messing guys over financially and stuff, the Lord is going to change that around when he start messing you women that don't repent. He's going to mess you up financially and stuff, you know. He's gonna do that, you know. Uh 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 or base you any other type of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it's by force, physically, you know what I'm saying? You know, because guess what? Society is crashing, and there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you either gonna get right or not. And I'm gonna close out with this scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 63. It don't matter if you're a cop, a female cop. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you a secretary and whatnot and stuff. It don't matter. It don't matter where you are and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is finna abase you women. He's finna put you all in your place. You all will find out that you're inferior to the man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is gonna force this upon you because you're not gonna do it on your own. So this is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 15. It says, look, Salakia, Isaiah 65, and started verse 11. So Isaiah 65 and 11 says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord. It says that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. It says, because when I called, you know what I'm saying, this is calling where we able to do these videos and stuff before the famine of word happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, go on the highways and byways and teach. It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. And you know, how is the Lord calling stuff? Through his prophets. Amos 3 and 7, it says, surely the Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto the prophets. And then it also says in Isaiah 58 and 1, it says, a cry aloud, spare not, lift like that voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions and Jacob their sins. And then it also says in Isaiah 62:7, you know what I'm saying? I can go to it right quick. This Isaiah 62:7. It says, 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls. And what do watchmen do and stuff? Say if you got a kingdom and you got a outer barrier and stuff with some walls, like how China do, the Great Wall of China. You know what I'm saying? People sit. You have soldiers that sit right there and stuff, and what do? They look out for the danger. So guess what? The prophets are giving us understanding and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? His interpretation. You know that he revealed unto us, to certain men of the Lord, Matthew 13 verses 9 through 10. He gave us this understanding and stuff to send you all warning that, hey, you all are living in a corruptible way, you know what I'm saying? Put on this incorruption, which is the word, you know what I'm saying? So you can actually receive salvation, because, hey, majority of our people, their minds are corrupt because they think they saved already, you know what I'm saying? So they think that they don't need to do anything or change anything, you know what I'm saying? You think that this grace period is going to last forever. It's not, you know what I'm saying? As soon as the Lord come back and stuff and you ain't right according to him, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? He's destroying you. It says in Luke 19:27, it says, pretty much if you don't want to come serve the Lord or you wouldn't have him to reign over you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Bring them hither to pretty much get slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? So Isaiah 62:6, it says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. These videos. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that be on one side of earth and stuff, like it's daytime right now, but then it's nighttime somewhere else on the other side of earth. You know what I'm saying? And this brothers being woken up in the middle of the night, got sit downs and videos that need uploading and stuff, and they trying to upload it and stuff, and Esau being on some bullshit. You got brothers camping and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And doing these videos. You know what I'm saying? It says day nor night. It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. And we're not keeping silence, but the day of silence is going to come. Verse 7, it says, and give him no rest till he establish, it says, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And we're not a praise in the earth yet, Now, we are famous and stuff according to Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter and stuff, whether if it's fame or infamy and whatnot, because everybody know about Israel now. But the thing is that we haven't been established to be the new sovereignty upon the earth yet, So, and then part of that voice and stuff is Jeremiah 3:15, that the Lord will give you pastures according to his own heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's the men of Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying, of GMS, and other Israelite groups that preach the same exact doctrine as Great Millstone, you know. I ain't saying other groups, period. I'm talking about groups that preach the same exact doctrine as Great Millstone. So to finish it up, back in Isaiah 65 and 12 again, it says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. It says, when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And you can read that in Isaiah 5:20. It says, verse 13, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh. It says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's abasement, A lot of Israelites and stuff, it says in Romans 9:6, it says that not all Israel is of Israel and stuff. Meaning that you don't want to follow customs of Israelites, you want to follow the customs of the heathen. So therefore you're going to be considered as a heathen. Even though he knows that you're Israelite, but you're going to be considered a heathen because you don't want to follow what the Lord ordained for the nation of Israel to follow, or the doctrine. And doctrine goes back to the word instruction. You know what I'm saying? And you all are not following the instructions that the Lord had gave us. Because remember, we said that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, was going to be our power and we was going to be his people. You know what I'm saying? God's give instructions. You know what I'm saying? And the only one that's the Most High is the only God that's there. There ain't nobody else on this level. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Allah, ain't no Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that, man. And so and Scripture says that the Lord clearly says plenty of times and stuff that we are servants of Him. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when it comes down to servants, that don't want to serve? They get based, they get fired, and guess what? A lot of you Israelites and stuff are going to be in a physical fire. You're going to get fired for real, not from these jobs and whatnot and stuff. You're going to be fired for real by the Lord with thermonuclear missiles and stuff, just like how it was in Sodom and Gomorrah, you know. And it says, verse 14, it says, "Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." And I know I said I was going to stop right there. It says, verse 15, it says, "And ye shall leave your name for a curse." No, it's like it. This is my last scripture. This is Baruch in Apocrypha, chapter 4, and I think it started 31. This is Baruch. Well, Baruch chapter 4, verse 1, it says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and the law that endureth forever." And what it says in John 14 and 15, in red lettering, the Messiah, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. He said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." Right? It says, "All they that keep it shall come to life," right? Be written in the book of life, but such as leave it shall die, right? It says, "Turn thee," turn meaning return, the word shawah, the shah, the wa, and the ba, shawah, return. "Return thee, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." Now, for the ones who don't do it, right? This is who turn away, who don't return unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This is who are all that afflicted us. This is Baruch 4 and 30. It says, "Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee." Verse 31, it says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall." You women rejoice at men falling. You know what I'm saying? To put men in a situation and stuff where they can't come up. You know what I'm saying? You rejoice over that. Men do as well. You know what I'm saying? Esau does it. Esau always trying to find some type of way to trap, and he's going to use the woman to do that. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Miserable are the cities which thy children serve." It says, "Miserable is she that received thy sons." It says, "For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation." It says, "For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning." You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going to happen. And I know I said I was going to stop there, but knowing how the spirit is, this is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, and it's going to be the ultimate abasement, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to be dead after this. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, "And this shall be the plague whereof the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." Well, guess what? There's nothing but records within the scriptures of how the men of the Lord came out, and you all always had somebody that bucked up against it. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." You know what I'm saying? And what's the only element that will allow that, allow something like that to be dissolved like that and stuff, besides acid and stuff? It's going to be thermonuclear fire, man. Thermonuclear fire, which all these I think it's 200 million missiles that scriptures talk about and stuff, and all these other countries and stuff, they should hate the whore. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's Israelites scattered to the four corners of the earth, if you don't get caught up by those missiles, then that means that Yahweh Shem Yahshai and the elect, the 144,000, are pretty much are going to be the last ones and stuff to fending off the residue, man. So you either gonna repent, you know what I'm saying? You either gonna know your lane and whatnot, for you want to come down to you women, you men, you better repent and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't, hey, the Lord's gonna destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And repent means to make sorry and stuff. And it's not something you could do just one time and stuff and then do nothing but wickedness. You got to do it every single day. That's why the Lord said you have to endure. And when you endure, that means that there's an affliction placed upon you that's stretched out for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshua, HaRachakadash, double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to elect, which we hope to be. Shalom, wa Abba,